I'm starting to believe the words of Mr. Fadiel Mbalula when he says, it's cold outside the GNU. It's cold outside the government. All these smallanyana political parties must come and join the big guns, the GNU. We saw for the longest time the leader of the colored party, Mr. Adams, Mr. Fidel Adams, Fidel. Sorry if I can't pronounce the name proper. But Mr. Adams, for the longest time, he used to criticize the GNU, he used to criticize the ANC, he used to criticize the sitting government. Until now, Chigi, this vet conversation, it was able to shy him like capture and pull him closer to the GNU. Now the Congress of the colored people is part of the GNU, is no more part of the Progressive Caucus. Imagine, watch this.
Last but not least, I'd like to call the National Colored Congress to come to the fore and address members of the media.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. The NCC is not part of the GNU, but when called in the interest of the poor in the country, the NCC decided to join. And we had our discussion, and we made our input. And I must tell you, in all honesty, our input was minimal, because on entering the room, we could sense that there was a commitment here to do away with that. There was no real fight. I want to applaud every one of the 11 parties here today, and I want to say thank you on behalf of the poor people of this country. But this is no victory. It's just a step in the right direction. We'll start winning when we start reducing that. That's the day we pop champagne, SG. I want to ask the media to please remember, people like Ashley Creel and Solomon Mshlango died so that you could be our watchdogs. When I say our, I mean all of us. When I switched my television on this morning, I was nauseated, because a party that is part of the GNU was claiming a VAT victory despite the fact that there was no court ruling. As if our 3 weeks of hard talks and disagreements meant nothing. Our people died so that white people would never again talk down to us or belittle us. Today the media allowed them to. As if us, people of color, standing right here in front of you, our IQ, our intellect, our ability was challenged on TV. The Democratic Alliance played no part in this. This was our work. This was us coming together saying, let us put our differences aside and understand why we are here. The media needs to tell John Steenhuisen that I doubt that he's smart enough to be a strategist, and Alan Zille is too old to be a diva. Because I remember a very famous DA member once saying, what is bad for the country is good for the DA. These people create crisis because they expect all people of color to be stupid. They must be honest and say, we would have voted for the VAT if you allowed us to own the ports, the roads, and the rails. If you allowed us to turn the Western Cape into a bigger version of Aranya, we would have no problem with a 0.5% VAT increase. If you had allowed us to keep your children caught up in gutter education, we would have voted for the VAT increase. If we had allowed us to hold on to your stolen land, we would have voted for the VAT increase. I wish Helen Zille's surgeon would inject some truth into that Botox, because nothing but lies comes out of that mouth. This right here was an issue of this country's very security. Our lives were at stake. But you see, white supremacy thinks nothing of playing with the lives of the poor. We stand here with major differences. I have very little in common with Rise and Zanzi. I have very little in common with Bosa. But today, they are our comrades. We can't be full-time opposition. There are days when you have to work together. The Democratic Alliance chooses to be an opposition within the government, however that might make sense. The NCC is proud to have done a service to South Africa today. And we look forward to doing many more. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Adams himself is joining the GNU. Is joining the GNU. only political parties left on the side of the left. What an irony. Hey, Floyd, who's this guy who speak like Floyd Chibambo? Who's this? Sol Penduka. Hey, now Sol Penduka, you look like Floyd Chibambo, man. But you'll forgive me. Sol Penduka, sorry for that. You're not the only one with pants. Mr. Fidel Adams is within the GNU. The only political parties left on the left. It's what? It's the EFF. It's the MK Party, ATM. It's the only. The rest of them, badle pants. Badle pants, abo madle put the Zulu pub. They went and joined the GNU. Who would have thought, the colored leader will join the GNU? This was the most unpredictable moment ever. Politicians, I now believe King says so when he says, don't trust politicians. Politicians are not to be trusted, including the ones you love the most, including the ones you cheer the most, including the ones you never think they will do something. They will do it if they're given a chance. Mr. Adams is like, you can't always be in opposition. Sometimes we need to work together. And I get that. You can't always be in opposition. Sometimes you need to get together. That's why we see the EFF sometimes voting together with the ANC, even though the EFF is in, because, yeah, it's for the benefit of the country. We get that. But I never expected Mr. Fidel Adams to join his political party within the GNU, because he has a problem with the DA, because he still believes and he usually accuses the DA they stole the land of the colored people. They always deceive the colored people, the colored vote. They steal it and they don't do anything for colored people. So he always accuses the DA like Steinhazen, you stole my land, you stole the land of my people. I never expected him to now suddenly go and join the same GNU that has the DA within it. Hi, yo, politicians. Yes. Hi, politicians, Bafetu. They will amaze you. They will amaze you. Politicians, you will defend people, and the following day, they will be doing some other things. You'll be left alone as if you are the crazy one. Yo, I never expected Mr. Adams to do this to South Africa. Not even to do this. I never expected him to pull this move. After everything he has said about the ANC, everything he has said about the sitting government, the GNU. Yeah, blue lights are very attractive, you know. Blue lights are very attractive. They even attract the best of the best. I just hope he gets what he wants to represent these people, the colored people. And I hope he doesn't change who he is. I hope he doesn't just suddenly become that blue light type of guy. Is no more vocal about the issues of colored people, like Mr. Gaten McKenzie got into power, got a minister position, and then he became waba small muntu ngathi hibana wena morasa, so now you're quiet, there's no more abahambe. So I hope the colored people will still be represented by Mr. Adams. I still love Mr. Adams. Me loving Mr. Adams is not based on him being within the GNU or what. It's genuine love because I think he's a great person. But it is what it is, guys. Thank you very much. Danko.